Go. Let's go, 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 go. Kill them. 3 bad guys. Miss. Hit. Hit. Hit.
Safe.
Oh, you savage killer. You are a stud. Look at her. Look at her.
What are you doing? Doing some sneaky stuff?
Yes.
I want in.
You're,
You looking for the bad guy?
you're totally screwing up my LARPing. Can you, do you
You need
have,
sustenance.
no,
You're gonna starve out here.
this is,
The bad guy's that way.
I was looking for deals on firearms, hunting accessories,
And more?
shooting accessories.
And more. You'll die of starvation out here.
I'm going to die of,
I see it.
nope.
Did you use code WARPOET at checkout?
Done. Screw it.
I got it. I got it.
Don't,
I got
we
it.
don't let, only fake guns. We talked about this. All right, the title is How Do You Get Your Spouse into Shooting? And I'll give you one step. You just tell her, I wear the pants, and I say, listen, we're going shooting, and you're gonna have a good time, because I'm the man.
No.
I am the man.
If you're gonna wear pants like that, you can wear them alone because I won't be there. That's not how you get a lady into shooting, right?
We'll tell the folks then.
Okay.
I think my answer was awesome. So.
Yeah, well, it's a starting point. I think a lot of men think that at first, but I think the woman has to realize the need for it, right?
Okay.
So at some point she comes to realize my husband, my significant other isn't here all the time, or I'm alone in certain situations and no one's responsible for my safety but me, right?
That's right.
So you get the gear, you get the training, you suit up and you get ready to go because you want to be able to defend yourself, maybe your family if you have kids, Mama Bearish right
See.
here. So, and then you start your journey from there. That's what it was for me.
What were some of your biggest obstacles?
Time.
Okay.
A lot of time. I remember you wanted to start training me and it was really just one more thing that I had to hold in my brain, right? And I'm like, I can't process all this information right now. But he started out saying, well, if you have a minute, in about 20 or 30 minutes, I want to sit down and show you just this one thing. And I'm like, okay, fine, all right, just 1 minute. And then over the months and the year, it wasn't just me begrudgingly sitting down with him. It was, I got interested in it and I was excited about it. And then we became a culture of protecting our family and helping others too, right, ladies?
Right, girl.
Yeah, so how did you girls get interested in shooting and defending yourself?
For me, it was, I go out with my girls a lot by myself as a mom, so I do want to feel protected, and then I want to know that I can protect them. And if I ever get caught in a situation, even as simple as going to the grocery store, just being aware.
Yeah, I just had a baby 5 months ago, and I don't want to have to take someone with me when I go walking or hiking or something, so
Yeah.
I want to be ready.
I spend a lot of time outdoors and hike and just wanted to have some protection with me.
Mine was a little different. I had an officer in the house, so he was bringing in all these guns and all these things, and it made me very uncomfortable because I had never shot a gun besides like a BB gun as a kid.
Right.
So I wanted to become more familiar since I knew it would be in my home.
Yeah. So what's your biggest obstacle in getting into training and guns and carrying?
Being comfortable with the gun. The safety in my home with having little ones.
Yeah.
For me, is why I took so long to start to, or to want to own a gun or get some training on that.
But you could never go back now,
No,
right?
never. Now I like it. It's fun.
Yeah, yeah. What were you saying?
I was thinking, I think I didn't understand all the safety that went into it, and that I don't have to be scared of it just blowing up. Like, it has to be pulled, the trigger has to be pulled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now I'm not as scared about it, so.
And it's a big deal when you can learn from somebody that you trust. That's one of the biggest factors.
That would be me, right? Not John. He's a little, you know, we kind of
totally
the
you.
stink eye a little. So, yeah. And time can be a factor sometimes, maybe
Yeah, scheduling
making
it.
space for it. Yeah.
Right?
Our big goal today was just go over a little bit of safety stuff, and then Miss Poet was giving some just general tips on how to do stuff, but you wanted a fun range day with the girls, right?
Absolutely.
And so I'm kind of spectator. My instructor hat's off now, and they're just having fun and being safe. So it was groundwork safety, some basic operations, and then just having some fun, getting some familiarity, right? So let's play some, right? All right, so I wanted to break this down a little bit by the numbers. If you would like to get your spouse into shooting, I highly recommend not making a big thing of it. Try to ask in advance for little 30-second to 2-minute modules where you can pull them aside and say, all right, hey, this is how you pick up a firearm. And you make the L, you basically pick it up, you point it, and then you put it down. It can be something really simple like that. Or another time you choose to go over the universal firearm safety rules, the 4. Then another time you can show them how to load it and unload it, and that's it. And so what we do is over time, they're getting used to consistently having these tiny little training sessions, and you prep them for it. You say, baby, I would love to be able so that I feel better when I'm gone. No ninjas are gonna attack you, but I would feel better if we were able to sit down and go through something. I will put 2 minutes on the clock, we do it, talk through it, and then we're done. And so it's low maintenance, it's easy, it's fun, and what you'll see is their familiarity and their comfort goes up and up, especially if you're making little deposits over time. It's not this big scary thing. It's the best way I know of to be able to get your spouse into shooting. Just don't try to build the whole thing whenever you're saying, like, you know what, I'm gonna take her out to the range and we're gonna have like a 5-hour training day, and you know, put her in a ghillie suit and body armor and do the thing. And of course, this is hyperbole, but it's just a disaster. You do not want to do that. Also, I'd urge you to stay away from indoor ranges and higher calibers. If you take them a 45 ACP inside while dudes are shooting shotguns and ARs beside you, it's going to be a disastrous time. Also, if you overload them with too much information, again, it's just stressful, disastrous time. A lot of times in the beginning, it's just safety, basic operation, and having a little bit of fun. And you do enough little tiny wins like that, before you know it, she's gonna want her own customized, Cerakoted, whatever. She's training, she's doing selfies, she's loving it because you were not a dopey idiot trying to push her into being a female version of you. Right? And so I found great success. I urge you to do that. And what we're enjoying now is the benefits of Miss Poet, who is I did that with. She loves guns and training. She gets jazzed up, and she's spreading that joy and that safety to some of her girlfriends who lean in and see her having fun and looking cute with a gun, and they're like, I want to have fun and look cute with a gun, and they can, right? And if you're a feminist who feels objectified by a husband calling his wife cute, you really need to chill out, go on a date, and find some joy. Whenever I do something like this, my cameraman does like, oh, we're not gonna be able to include it. Nah, include it, it'll be fantastic. The joys of glorious, happy, traditional marriage monogamy, right? So anyway, a little bit of a sidebar rant, but party on. Anyway, guys, back to the range. Let's check on the girls and see how they're doing.
So guys, this is a ton of fun. As you've seen here today, get your women to the range. They can have fun with their friends, shoot, learn to protect themselves and their family, and have an awesome time doing it. Share this video, like, hit the notifications bell, and remember, Train hard, train smart.
The ShivWorks Extreme Close Quarter Concepts ECQC class is an overview of functional handgun skills at 0 to 5 feet, which we like to say requires an interdisciplinary approach to examining that problem. We're going to take things that you already know probably, good modern isosceles pistol shooting, but we're going to look at that through the lens of a clinch, a ground fight, confined in crowded space. So your shooting is going to have to change and adapt quite a bit. We're going to look at other skills that you may have: Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Greco-Roman wrestling, and mixed martial arts. However, now in a criminal assault context where there are guns, knives, and possibly a second guy coming in, that's going to have to change and adapt too. We're going to make these adaptations to these orthodoxies that you're already familiar with, combine them synergistically, come up with something cohesive, and pressure test our theories with protective equipment, marking cartridges, and full contact. The idea is that no one walks away from the training wondering if something works or not. I'm Craig Douglas, the founder of ShivWorks. This is Extreme Close Quarter Concepts.